You are listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Hey, welcome to I Am Refocused Radio. We are here once again. Today, we have another show lined up for y'all today. Man, today we have a true honor talking to the president of HuCo Action, Human Coalition, and his name is Jeff Bradford. And he's going to talk to us about a recent news with Walgreens and the governor of California claiming that he's done with Walgreens and doing business with them. And the contract that they have with Walgreens, they're going to end it and take effect by May 1st. So first and foremost, man, welcome to the show, Jeff. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
Doing well, sir. So what's your reaction with the governor of California stating that they simply will not renew a $54 million contract with Walgreens?
I guess I would say I was shocked, but in today's world, it's hard to be shocked at what some of the governors and pro-abortion factions are doing across the country. You know, the fact that he announced, I guess, this week that he'll no longer be doing business with Walgreens or, quote, any company that cowers to the extremist. I really don't know if people like Governor Newsom know what he's really talking about when it comes to this, to the chemical abortion and really how harmful it is to women and really what they're going through. It's, we served here over 45,000 pregnant women, and they consistently report that they were inadequately prepared to what to expect during their medical abortion, and really in their own words felt deceived, that they were misled about the side effects and the intensity of cramping and the bleeding. And they had no idea that they would see parts of their child's remains in the toilet. Planned Parenthood and others will say, don't look at it, don't look in the toilet. But it's a horrific experience. So when they talk about extreme views, I'm really concerned they have no idea the impact that this drug is having on women and the complications. 1 in 5 women have complications.
And what's interesting is this is all about the abortion pill. And it sounds like, based on some things I was reading, Walgreens were simply trying to comply with, policy, what potentially can be the rules. And it's interesting, the government stance, because if you go to PlannedParenthood.org and if you read about how does the abortion pill work, and then how safe the abortion pill is, it goes through details of the risk of using this abortion pill.
That's exactly right. Walgreens is simply following the laws of the states and the certifications that they have to dispense medication. So for Newsom and others to take this kind of stance against a company that is just following the state laws, and the fact is he calling for them to break laws? And again, you want to talk about extreme views when a governor is asking a company to break the laws in their own states and states across the country. It is an extreme view that he is following.
And there are other sources by mail. And I can't remember the one, I think it starts with A, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there are online sources that provide the pill by mail. But what's interesting is that I read an article where it talks about they themselves urge the woman that is thinking about doing this to consider the legal risk.
Yes. Well, they've really deregulated this to such a point. At one point it was prescribed by doctors, and you had to go in and have an exam to make sure you were even pregnant or not ectopic. Women have died from the chemical abortion when they have an ectopic pregnancy or other risk factors that they're not under a doctor's care. So yeah, people are ordering this online, and even from other countries, they're being shipped in by mail directly to the woman, and she is under no doctor care. So if you care about women and families, you should care about their own personal health. And just to make this widespread, right now it's about 55% of abortions across America and growing to over 70%. So we're talking about 2 pills that literally kill the child in the womb. and not under any kind of medical care. And these women have no idea really what they're facing when they go and take these pills by themselves, and the kind of just horrific experience they're having. Again, we hear it from women all the time. And so I'm hoping that these women's voices are going to be heard at some point to share with the world what's really going on with these drugs.
And once again, listen, I'm Refocus Radio talking to our guest for today. And you can go visit HuCoaction.org and see what Jeff Bradford and his team, what they are doing. Before we let you go, there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of things going on. What do you see as far as HuCo Action? What are you guys' future short-term goals and plans to kind of continue to educate people on this issue?
Yeah, so I'm the president of Human Coalition and Human Coalition Action, as you mentioned. And so really we're working with through those organizations, and we are helping states with legislation that really helps with the chemical abortion to reduce the supply. There's as you may know, the big case going on right here in Texas with the FDA to eliminate the use of mifepristone and to make it illegal. And so there are things like that are going on, and then just trying to educate people through all of our means on just the complications and what these pills actually do and don't do. And so through, as I mentioned, we served over 45,000 pregnant women last year, and we want to make sure that they understand the effects of these drugs and the complications that they might go through. And if they do have complications, how to get to a doctor as quickly as possible to save their lives. We know that a life is taken every time, or most every time. Sometimes these drugs fail, but it is a horrific pill. And I'm hoping America wakes up and sees what this is really all about, and stands up against these kinds of, as Newsom will say, extreme views and extreme procedures.
Very interesting topic. And just for our listeners, the point of reference I mentioned earlier about a resource for online abortion pills was aidaccess.org. That was the resource that I was trying to think of. But thank you for your time helping us be more educated on this high issue. Hopefully, cool minds, like a mentor told me, cooler heads will prevail in this situation, and more education will be the focal point. So thank you for your time, sir, and you have a good one.
Thank you. God bless.